Welcome to Review the Light. Today we're taking a look at the Thrunite T30S version 2, the cool white version. But really quick, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit this button right up here in the corner to subscribe to my YouTube channel, keep up to date on the latest videos. Right up here you can watch my Facebook page, and down below in the description I'll be putting a link to the full review when it's completed, so you want to be sure to check that out. It'll have runtime graphs, beam shots, all sorts of measurements and other great stuff. So, the T30S version 2, an upgrade to the older T30S, and we'll go ahead and take a look at it. It comes in this two-piece brown box. And inside, the first thing here is the manual. The light's pretty simple, but there will be a picture of the manual in the full review for you to refer to if you like. I won't go into detail there right now. Then the light itself sits inside this little foam packing here. And then underneath that, we've got the accessories. So, get the box out of the way. The accessory it comes with is this holster. It also comes with, and I'll take out of this little bag so you can see everything a little bit better. If I can fumble it open. There we go. Inside the little baggie we have the lanyard, the little split ring on the end and lobster claw together. Oh, this looks like it's all in that bag. Okay, here we go. And the other bag is the other little accessories. Just a moment, I'll try and open these also. Here we go. So we've got a couple of O-rings, replacement O-rings for when the ones that are in there now wear out, and a replacement rubber boot cover. So I have had O-rings wear out in the past, but I've never actually had to replace a switch cover. So anyway, the holster. Oh, one more thing. Inside the holster there's also the CR123 battery adapter, so this is a nice touch. The T30S can take either an 18650 lithium-ion battery or a two CR123 lithium batteries, and the CR123s are a little bit thinner by a couple millimeters, so this sleeve is included so they don't rattle around while they're in there, which is just a nice touch. So the holster is standard. It's got Velcro attachment and a button attachment on the back, and the light just slips right in there. Velcro closure on the front, so there you go. That's how it goes there. So the light itself has a Cree XML2 emitter. You can see that down in there. This is the cool white version. It also comes in a neutral white version. I believe it's going to be made available later. The cool white is going to be brighter. Neutral white will just have a little bit nicer beam color. You can see the bezel is crenellated there. There's no heat dissipation fins on this. I'm guessing that the 860 lumens must not be too tough for the XML. I'll observe the heat output in the full review and make notes on it there. A little bit of a flat portion here on the head to get some grip there for you. Thrunite logo on the body, model number on the other side. The clip here you can see. It looks like a removable clip under this grip ring, so we'll check that out. And the tail, you can see it's a 2-button tail switch. It's got the rear switch and the side switch. We'll get into the interface of that in a moment when we load a battery in it. You can see the spring at the tail section. It also comes apart up here at the head. And you can see the spring at the head as well. The spring is on both ends. Make sure that your battery is always going to have connection even if you have a flat top battery. Also, it helps prevent damage to the battery or the light if you drop it. While we've got this open, let's take a look at the grip ring. The grip ring can be removed if you don't like that on there. Looks like I'm caught on the O-ring right now, so I won't mess with that in the video, but you can take the grip ring off, and then the clip sits right under there. You can take the clip off as well and put the grip ring back on if you choose, but it's not required. This won't mess with it now for time's sake. I don't want to mess with that, fiddle with that little O-ring. There we go. And I'll go ahead and slip an 18650 battery into it here. also, with the battery in, the side switch is the one that controls the output, and the rear switch is the one that turns it on and off. So if I click the rear switch, you can see it turns on. It's got a pretty narrow beam pattern there. You can tell the hot spot in the middle, and then a narrow bit of spill with a smooth fade in between the two. So it's going to be kind of a good balance between throw and flood. The tint is looking pretty blue on your screen probably right now. That'll look better when we take it outside and I adjust the white balance, and also you can see a good idea of that in the pictures. It'll be in the full review. So to adjust the output while it's on, you just click this side switch, and it has mode memory. So say I leave it in low and I turn it off and then back on, it comes back on in low. So we've got low, medium, and high. If I leave it in high, it comes back on in high. So you choose the output you want, then you can turn it on and off with the rear switch. And then also at any time while it's off, you can hold down on the side switch to get instant access to strobe. And then the strobe's, I guess if you hold down, let's see, you just hold down for a little bit, there we go. Then when you release, the strobe stops. But if the light's on, and you hold down on the side switch for about a second, it goes into the strobe and stays in strobe until you turn the light back off. And you can see it's a variable speed strobe there, which is supposed to be harder for people's eyes to adapt to, so it's supposed to disorient people for longer. But I really like that instant access to strobe, momentary strobe, by holding the side switch there. I actually had another light that I reviewed by Bronte quite a while back that I ended up giving away to a family member, but it was one of my favorite user interfaces, so I'm excited to see it here again in the T30S V2. So stick around for just a second, and we will take it outside and give it a shot in the dark. Hey, welcome back to Review the Light. We have the Thrunite T30S version 2 here outdoors, and you get a special treat. I'm not just in my backyard, I'm someplace else, and it's kind of fun. So I just happen to be out, and you guys get the benefit of it. Here we are out in the woods, a little ways off a trail. This is the beam and what it looks like here outdoors. So this is the cool white version. As you can see, it is a cool white tint, but it's not too cool. It's still warm enough that I'm getting good color differences out here in the vegetation and the leaves and the ground and that sort of thing. So I appreciate that. I believe this is the high mode, so I'll rotate through. We've got the low, medium. Oh, okay. So here's low. You can't really see it very well. I'll put my hand out here so you can see that. Here's low, medium, and high. Didn't even notice the low was on because it's pretty low for out here. Although when I let my eyes adjust to it after high mode for a minute, this is enough for me to get around on the trail without worrying about tripping over anything, although the area around me is pretty dark and I can't see too far, so I wouldn't want to keep it like that very long. The medium mode, I believe this is 186 lumens, lets me see a good distance off and kind of a good spill into the area around me. So this is what I would probably use if I were just strolling along a path out in the woods. And then obviously the turbo mode here, I get a lot of light. I can see things really well. So even if I shine it up into the area above me, I get good spill from the trees back down onto the ground. So it's kind of nice. So once again, I'll show you those modes. This is the low. This is the medium, and there's the high, and then here is the turbo. I just got that again by holding down. My camera doesn't represent the turbo as well as the eye does, but you get the idea. And again, also the turbo is just available just by holding down from off, so that's a feature that I really like. And I really also appreciate the single grip to reach both switches here at the rear. So, really nice function. Alright, so that's been the Thrunite T30 version 2. Again, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, be sure to click this link right up here to follow me on YouTube, this one up here to follow me on Facebook, and I will be putting the link to the full review in the description right down there as soon as it's complete. Thanks and have a good night.